So hi everyone, thank you so much for joining us tonight. My name is Kate Robinson and I'm really excited to welcome you all to our Zoom tonight. Basically, we do this every Tuesday night because we absolutely love it. I know I've been doing it for the past 2 years and we're just here to talk about really what's got us all excited. And that's an amazing product with Juice Plus, an amazing opportunity with an online business as well. As I said, I've been here for 2 years. I've been involved with Juice Plus for 2 years and it's absolutely changed my life in terms of my health, but also my financial stability and freedom. I've been able to quit my full-time job and I now get to do this in and around looking after my 2 children that are at primary school. So I'm really excited to share it with you tonight, and our team will be sharing it with you as well. So to kick us off, I think, what we love to start off with first and foremost is our amazing product of Juice Plus, and also our transformational program called the Juicy Body Transformation Program. So I'm going to hand it over to the lovely Tessa, who's going to share that with you tonight.
Hi everyone, my name is Tessa. I've been in Juice Plus, so I've had the products for about 1.5 years now, maybe just a bit over. And the reason I was looking for a product is because I do a lot of exercise. And what I felt is just exhausted all the time. So I'd wake up and just feel not quite right. And I was looking for something because I knew that in order for me to continue with my exercise and play with my kids, I needed something. So that's why, these came along and I took one look at them. So what are they? They're called Juice Plus. What they are is fruits, vegetables and berries encapsulated in a vegan casing. So there's about 30 different varieties of fruit, veg and berries in that. It is safe for absolutely everyone. So people, from toddlers that can eat to pregnant and breastfeeding women to the older generation, it doesn't matter. If you can have what's in here, the fruit and veg that are in here, then you can definitely have these. So, and that's what I love about it because, when I look for a product, I don't like anything that has warning labels that you can't have because you are pregnant, or kids can't take them because they're under a certain age, and these don't. It's actually got a whole food label. So it's a whole food. It's a food label on there, not a vitamin. So it's not a vitamin at all. It's a whole food supplement. And all it's designed to do is bridge the gap between what you're supposed to eat, or what you do eat, and what your body needs to run at its optimum. Because if we don't do that, things like we get tired, we get sick, our immune system's down, we can't go to the toilet as often or as regular. All these things happen because we're not putting the right nutrients in our body. So, they are what it says, fruit and veg and berries. So that's what I love about it. That's a product. With that, we are a company with the heart. We want to help our children, be as healthy as they can be. Because, what's happening in society at the moment is we're not getting the nutrients from the fruit and veg that are actually growing, because we picked them way too early. So it doesn't have, back in the heyday, it was fantastic. Our soils were perfect. We got the correct nutrients. These days, we don't. So what's happening is we're getting a lot sicker. We're having allergies to things. Our immune system is shot. Diabetes occurs and all sorts of stuff. So by putting, so much healthy nutrition into your body, it helps combat that. And what it actually does is it works on your insides first. So it looks at what's going on, sorts a few things out, and then it will radiate from you. So things like, your hair, skin and nails are looking a lot vibrant, and, a lot of people will ask you what products you're using, which is exactly what I do. You sleep better, your energy is through the roof. So things like that happens because you're providing your body with the right nutrients. And like I said, our company loves kids. So we give away any fruit and veg and berry product that an adult takes, we sponsor a child for free. So you can sponsor your own child for free. I get them out here. This is what they look like. These have got 17 different varieties of fruit and veg in it. So we know, you know, my kids have them in the morning. So I know that before, you know, they run veg. But this is just, again, a booster for that. It's fantastic. We, you know, we sponsor kids, like I said, but we have sponsored over 1 million kids all around the world, which is amazing. It's phenomenal. That's 1 million kids that we're actually helping become healthier and learn about health. Yeah, it's great. Then we have, and the only other product we have is the complete powders. Now, we call them a complete is because that's exactly what it is. It's complete. It's not just a protein shake at all. It's got, you know, a lot of things like pea protein in there, beetroot leaves, alfalfa sprouts, all sorts of mushroom powder, all sorts of things that you wouldn't expect is yummy. These things are. This is made from plants, so there's no whey in it whatsoever. And this acts as, you know, a really good, you know, before exercise, after exercise, in the morning, you know, us mums and dads that are trying to get kids out to school, you know, that sometimes it's very hard. We feed them, we get them sorted, and what happens to us? We totally forget ourselves, right? Or we just have coffee on the way to school. So these are really good because it actually is giving you that the right nutrients again for your body. So you know that you're giving it what it needs to start your day. My kids love them of a night time, of an afternoon straight after school, and they prefer this over a milkshake, which is phenomenal. And there's no way I'd give them a milkshake when they want one of these, that's for sure. So that's the products. But what I also love about this is, you know, we're a company that's all about health, right? So, you know, we're putting the right nutrients in our body, fantastic. But it's also, you know, what are we missing? You know, we're missing, we know we need to, you know, cook healthy, and we know we need to do exercise, right? So what Kira Westwick, and she was in MasterChef back a couple of years ago, she made top 10. She developed a fantastic online program for us and for our customers. And it's unbelievable. So this program is all done online. You've got 24/7 support, and it's got so many, you know, packed full of hundreds of different recipes. And the recipes are clean eating, healthy and delicious. So, you know, you don't have to make one lot of food for yourself and one lot of food for your family because they won't eat, you know, what you're eating. They will eat this. We're about not depriving ourselves at all. So, you know, with diets and that type of thing, you know, what's the one thing we do is we don't eat certain foods because you can't, right? So you can't have alcohol, you can't have your desserts, you can't do all that sort of stuff. With our program, well, you can, but we have a healthier option. So in our recipes, we have chocolate. How to make your own chocolate that's healthier than normal chocolate. So, you know, we've got all the recipes. We've got meal plans for people that really just don't know, you know, how to cook or what to cook, really. So we've got that as well, plus hints and tips on exercise, and got meal plans and you know, all sorts of stuff. We've got cleanse programs. So the program is there and designed for you to live healthier, to become healthier and live a healthier lifestyle. And it's yours for free. So we give that away. We give that to you because we want you to be as healthy as, you know, as possible. So that's a product and that's a program. But, you know, it's not just all about what I say in the, you know, and what's in them and what we're doing. It's all about people sharing their stories and what the products have actually done for them and their families. So I'm going to hand you over to Mel, who's going to do our first share tonight. See if we can find you, Mel. Yep, you can go.
Oh, can you see me? Can you hear me? Oh, hello. So before I found Juice Plus, I was the tired, rundown mum who was sick quite a bit, had really, really bad skin, just, dragging myself through every day, and was watching a good friend of mine over in the UK who had found these products and transformed her life. She was losing the bags from underneath her eyes. She was doing heaps of things, with her kids. Her kids went from being really sick to hardly sick at all. And so not last winter, but the winter before, I was struck down with pneumonia and about, 3 bouts of bronchitis, and at my wit's end after having steroids and antibiotics, which then caused belly aches and all sorts of things for me. I got in contact with Michaela and asked her what she was doing, and she told me. So I signed up and I bought the product, and I have to say I'm so excited and glad that I did, because I went for 18 months without being sick at all after being really, really sick. I was a little bit sick last week, but it was probably less than 24 hours, which was massive. I slept for probably, half a day, and then I was fine. And it was the same virus, I think, that was going around my office at work. Everyone's taken 3 or 4 days off work, and I've taken, 1 day, and that was it. I didn't spread it to the rest of my family. My daughter is on the autism spectrum. She's 10 years old, and she was really foggy at school in class. She found it really hard to retain information. She was getting really kind of agitated all the time and really angry because she felt like she was being left behind, and she felt like she couldn't keep up with the other kids. And we started her on the kids' choose, and probably about 3 months into it, she had a spellathon at school where we paid her, I think, 5 or 10 cents a word out of 100 words. And anything like that in the past, we would have been stoked for her to get probably 30 out of 100 words right. But she came home really proud of herself because she got 73 out of 100 words, and that just spurred her on to, try harder. Her teachers were commenting, on her. Just her whole demeanour had changed. She was confident in the classroom. She was giving things a go, and that was probably a good 12 months ago now. She's just come ahead in leaps and bounds, and it's all down to the Juice Plus and just kind of clearing that fog on her brain that she had before, and, getting the right nutrition into her. And, we love it. That's my story.
Thank you, Mel. It's always fantastic to hear, people's stories, especially yours because of your daughter. And, that spelling is phenomenal that she could just do that because she was concentrating. So it blows me away. So thanks for sharing that, Mel.
Amazing. No worries.
Yeah. So before I hand you over to the next person that will share, I also just wanted to mention a few things. One is we've got some people launching tonight, and I really want to congratulate them for coming on and and being here. And I know you're doing this for you, so you want a better life and a better health, and it's so fantastic. So I want to congratulate both Erin and Tiana for being here tonight and launching your business. So congratulations. The other thing I just want to mention also is about the research. So our company has so much research in relation to the products. So I'm not going to bore you with the specifics, but if you are interested, let us know, because we have all that there. We have over 33 different studies on what this does to our bodies. And it's all double blind. We give our products away and they do the studies and then post whatever is happening. It's fantastic results. So let us know, and you can have that to look at. Our next person who's going to share their story is Caroline. So just find Caroline.
Thanks, Tessa. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you. And hello, everyone. My name's Caroline, and I've been on the product for about 8 months now. And I have the usual improvements in what I could see was increased energy, and my complexion had improved, and my menstrual cycle had improved. My hair was growing faster and my nails were stronger. My sleep was a better quality. I was just feeling more refreshed in the morning, and I had awesome muscle recovery from my gym workouts. But the picture gets a bit bigger now, because on a cellular level, going back to last September, because I started the product in October last year. So going back to September, I had some blood results, and that showed that I had really, really low levels of iron, which explains some hair loss that I was experiencing, obviously tiredness and just normal irritability and just things that we all just take, you know, as normal ways of life, which is not the way it should be. So yeah, I jumped on the product a month later, and I was impressed to know that my iron levels have jumped up in January to be, they're still kind of, I'm in the low to normal range. So they're not exceptional, but they are definitely improved. The other thing that I've always sort of had a problem with is being a high cholesterol. Now, years ago when I had my first cholesterol test, I was kind of like in the high range of being normal. So it was getting up there. The doctor said not to worry too much, but I did change my lifestyle in the sense that I joined a boot camp and I tweaked my diet a little bit. Like I was a bit more watching what I was eating. And so like 12 months later, when I got my cholesterol done again, it was higher still. And it just boggled me. Like I thought, well, I've made these changes and I've been improving and my cholesterol is still going high. So pretty much my cholesterol, that was a couple of years ago. I sort of left it on the back burner because I got pregnant and had a daughter, and all those things wasn't in the forefront. However, I got another blood test done in January this year, and it showed that my cholesterol was 8.5, which is high, really. But you know, I was in my gym gear, I was on the way to gym, and I was saying to the doctor that I was eating well, and I was on my whole food capsule, and I was making better choices. And she said, look, because you're not a smoker and because you're not diabetic and all these other things, like she wasn't really worried. But I was impressed to know, because I got bloods done again in May. So it's been from January this year to May that I got my bloods tested, and my cholesterol has dropped to 6.5. Now, I can just say that's Juice Plus because I haven't changed. I've just been consistent with my exercise and my diet. So I think it just took a little bit longer for the Juice Plus to improve my things on a cellular level, because I was reading the testimonies and I was seeing that people were getting improvements with their cholesterol. I'm thinking, well, why isn't it helping me? But it has been helping me, and I'm going to keep an eye on my cholesterol, and just I want it to go down even further. So really, I think that's just massive. And it's just, I'm a work in process, so I'm trying to improve the insides now. Sorry. Thanks, Tessa. I just switched back to you.
Oh, okay. See my smiling face. Thank you so much, Caroline. It's going to be interesting to watch your journey, that's for sure, especially with your cholesterol. And that was a great result you made, so fantastic. So you've heard a few stories tonight about the product. You've heard what the product is, what the program is, you know, and what I can say is we don't know what it's going to do for you. It is not a magic cure at all. What we do know is by putting, like I said before, the nutrients in your body, it does amazing things, and your journey could be so different to my journey or somebody else's journey. And that's the beauty of it. So now, we've spoken about that. So let's switch gears a little bit and let's talk about business. There is a business opportunity that goes behind the products if that's what you like. So we're going to now talk about that. So I'm going to hand you over to Kate. Thank you, Kate.
Thanks, Tess. We're actually going to Johnny, so I'm going to hand it over to Johnny now.
Okay.
Oh, it is me. Oh, exciting. Okay. Hey guys, I'm Johnny.
Sorry, Johnny, I was wrong. It is me. I skipped ahead to you.
So much stress, Kate.
You'll have to wait a second longer. It is my turn. I completely forgot. I get to share, exactly sort of the start of how we do this business and how it works. And for me, what I realised very quickly was that this business was definitely different to the corporate business that I worked in. So I first came across this business when I was working full-time in a small business. But, I kind of liken it back to my very first job when I was at school. And I don't know of other people's first jobs out there, but mine was in McDonald's. And, I look at the structure of a traditional business and, it's typically shaped, like a pyramid, because pyramids work, right? The government, the army, McDonald's, it works really well. So I started down here as a checkout chick at McDonald's. And, you have all your different levels in McDonald's, all the way up to the CEO. Okay? So starting out at McDonald's on my very crappy minimum wage when I was at school, I had fun. It was awesome, but I definitely wasn't getting paid what I was worth. And, I did work my way up there. And I got promoted to the drive-thru, which was pretty cool. I got a headset and got to talk into it and take orders. So that was pretty cool. Got off the front counter. And again, worked a little bit harder and got the title of crew trainer, which was a couple of extra cents an hour, not a huge amount of a pay increase. But I now then had to look after people. I had to train them. It was my responsibility, and I wasn't really getting paid, my worth basically for training those people. But what I realized is that, the further that I moved in McDonald's and in my other careers is that there was always a lot more responsibility and a lot more expectation and not that much money, right? A lot of stress and pressure gets put on you and you don't really get that much in return for it. So what I realized too was that I was always competing against my peers basically to make it to the next level, which wasn't really fun because we'd all have to sit and wait to see if we got it, and if your friend didn't get it, it was kind of awkward. So it was never really a fun environment to try and succeed in or get promoted in because it was often uncomfortable. And then, when I took a look at Juice Plus, it was definitely a different style of organisation. And it took a little bit to get my head around it. So our business is shaped like this. We all come in at the beginning, just like any other business, any other job, I guess. We're all a virtual franchisee, which means we run our business online, purely online. But what's really different about our opportunity is that it doesn't matter what your background is, whether you have a uni degree, whether you finish school, what your upbringing was to before you came to Juice Plus. Everyone has the same opportunity to reach the pinnacle position, which isn't called CEO, it's called National Marketing Director in our company. And yes, we do have different levels in your way to reaching NMD, but the awesome thing about it is that there's an unlimited amount of positions available at the top of our company. And the other really cool difference about our business is that in order for us to grow in this business, we need to link arms and help other people. And that's actually how we succeed. So unlike traditional business where you're kind of fighting other people to get less and less positions, in our organisation, there is no cap on how many people can succeed. And the only way you can succeed is actually by linking arms with others. So it was a completely different environment to the corporate environment that I was working in. So that was one really cool thing that I quickly understood about the opportunity with Juice Plus. The other thing I think, I was really worried about or concerned about in the beginning was that I wouldn't know enough people. I wouldn't know enough people to be able to share this with and help. And really, I kind of figured out quite quickly that I didn't really need to know a lot of people. I just needed to know one person to get started. And so I look at my situation. I had been taking Juice Plus. I've been enjoying the Juice Plus product, Juicy Body Transformation Program, and I was getting benefits and my family were getting benefits. And so I just naturally started to share what I was loving about it. And I pretty quickly connected with my sister-in-law, who has my two beautiful nieces, had my two beautiful nieces at the time. And I knew that they were, struggling health-wise. But I also knew that bringing in extra income would definitely help their family. Because like us, there was, usually more month than there was money. So I shared this opportunity with Nat, my sister-in-law, and I linked arms with Natalie. Natalie too was kind of skeptical about how she could do a business like this. She was also working pretty much full-time with two young children, my nieces. But what I shared with her is that if you love it and you get results, see who you can share it with that might be interested as well. And then her best friend, who was also her personal trainer, Sam, was quickly interested because she was getting an amazing results, and Sam wanted to take a look at what it was all about. So Sam jumped on board too. And then again, Sam just naturally reached out to people that she loved and cared about and shared it with them. And one of those people was her niece, Jess, who lived in Wagga and was pregnant at the time. And she knew this product could help Jess with her energy levels and being pregnant and giving herself more nutrition, and also to set up an income for when she finished work and was on maternity leave. And then Jess, again, just started thinking about the people in her life that this could help. And one of those was Em. So what I realized really quickly was that the only person in this situation that I knew was my sister-in-law, Natalie. I didn't know Sam, I didn't know Jess, and I didn't know Em, and I was never likely to meet them unless for some reason they were at a party of Nats and I might have met them there. But it showed me that just by knowing one person that I could help, that I was able to start building a business. And so the amazing thing from that is that over time, I've definitely reached out and connected with more people. Some of them are here tonight sharing with you, and there's more around the world and Australia because we're in 26 different countries around the world. And Natalie's done the same. And we're basically teaching them how to share this and create an income online by helping other people. And so what starts to happen is that people have a vested interest to, one, help people, but two, build their income and build their business. And so pretty soon it starts to look like popcorn, right? It's exactly like cooking popcorn in the stove. When it's all popping away and there's energy and activity, people are invested in growing their business. And I can go away for a month and my business would have grown because all of these people that are inside this organization have a vested interest to grow their business and to help other people. So unlike a traditional job where if you don't show up, you don't get paid, or a business, you can't take time off because you're worried that you won't have a business to come back to. In this type of business, your business can grow with or without you. So that's the amazing thing that I found as well. So now I am going to pass over to Johnny, who gets the fun part, which is what I really wanted to do, was share how we get paid. But I'm going to let Johnny do that. I won't take the limelight there.
Are we sure about this?
You can.
Alrighty. So, hey guys, I'm Johnny. I've been in the business coming up on 15 months now. And as Kate said, I'm just going to go over for the first time tonight how we get paid in the business. So I've done a little, here's one I did earlier. And there are 3 ways that we get paid in the business with Juice Plus, all right? And the first one is retail profit. All right, now how many times have you been out at a restaurant or a cafe, somewhere like that, and you've really liked what was being put in front of you, taken a photo of it, put it on Facebook and gone, hey friends, this place is awesome, come eat here. Yeah, me, I've done it. Everyone's done it, right? Imagine if there was a set amount that you could get paid by the restaurant if your friend then goes and eats there or has a coffee there or has the meal there, right? Pretty good, hey? That's basically what your retail profit is. So you send out your mate, your capsules or your completes or both, all right, and you're getting paid retail profit for getting your friend or your customer involved with Juice Plus. All right, so that's your basic level 1 type of pay. All right, then we move on to, hopefully it's large enough, all right, the little percentage, your commission. Okay, and you also get paid commission. And as you get further up in the company and you go up the levels, you get paid more commission, and you're also getting paid commission on those guys underneath you as well. And that's about all we'll go into on that one. Obviously, it gets a bit tricky with numbers, but as I said, the more you do and the higher you go, the more commission you're getting, and then it's also getting pumped up from underneath you as well. All right, the fun bit is the bonuses. Now, I don't know how many people have had bonuses in their careers. I think I had a few when I did a sales job at Fitness First, but it was a slog in that month or those few months where we got bonuses. We had to smash it, and I didn't see a lot of home, didn't see a lot of my wife. And now in the Navy, we don't get bonuses. We just it's duty, you know. But here we get bonuses, so it's fun, and that's why one of the things I love. Now you'll see here we've got SDVF. And when you get SDVF, you get a $400 bonus. I'm wondering if this is all back to front, actually. I hope it's not. But you get a $400 bonus. And guess what? The person that teaches you gets a $400 bonus. How good's that? So like Kate was saying, the incentive is to help and to teach and bring other people up in the business, all right, and grow your team's business. So I'm SDVF, and then you go up to SC. So that's what I'm shooting for at the moment. Unfortunately, I've actually missed my little timing for my bonus, but that doesn't matter because you can still grow your business and you can still shoot for the next one. But when you get to SC in the time frame, you get a $600 bonus. And guess what? The person who taught you gets the bonus too. So it's all happy days. Everyone's popping party poppers all over the place because you're getting extra money and we're all loving it. All right, SSC Senior Sales Coordinator, that's $1,200 and $1,200 to the person who trained you. And again, at QMMD, $1,500. And by the time you get to NMD, Kate is, all right, sitting all the way up there, you're doing so well that in fact then you don't get the bonus for training the person, but they get their beautiful $3,000 bonus. All right, so it sounds pretty good. To me, I'm going to be chasing it for SSC for sure for my bonus. All right, and talking of NMD, I think I've covered everything, so I'm going to hand over to Kate to talk a bit about National Marketing Director. Thanks.
Thanks, Johnny. We're going to get Nat to share first. I'm going to hand over to Nat.
Hi guys, you've got Nat and Kobe this evening, so Kobe might share a little bit too. So yeah, as Kate shared earlier, I'm the sister-in-law. I was the skeptic, and I've probably been in the business now. I think it's coming close to 2 years, or within a few months it will be. And I guess when I first started in the business, for me, it was about the product. I really needed to be able to get my 2 and 4 year old back into a bit of a healthy routine. We'd constantly been in and out of daycare, and I don't know how many mums are on here, but mum guilt was a massive thing for me. I had, you know, the guilt of going to work, or putting my kids in daycare sick, or taking the day off and having the boss from work, you know, with the frown eyes and are they really sick look. So for me, that was something that was constantly the juggle. So when I started to get some amazing results, I also wanted to lose a little bit of weight myself. My business kind of took off naturally from there. And, you know, I guess I started with the intention that if I could just afford the next month and then the next month and be able to pay for my products for my family and those that I loved, that was really the intention that I had with this business. It's since grown by far more than I'd ever imagined, to be honest. And it's given me, I guess, the freedom of choices. I'm now a mum of 4. I was surprised with 2 twins, or a pair of twins, I should say. One is here at the moment, 10 weeks ago. So I did know about them before the 10 weeks. But yeah, I guess for me, I'm so grateful that I started a business when I did 2 years ago, because it's now given me the freedom to be able to be at home with them and not have the stress of, having to go and worry about when I'm going back to work and who's going to look after my children and the, milestone moments that I would miss if I had to go back to work. So I'm really grateful that, 2 years ago I did take that step and the courage to be able to do that. The other thing is, I'm really grateful for the people that I've got to meet through this business. As a busy working mum, and I'm sure Dad's on here too, sometimes I think when you become a parent and you're working and you have so many roles in your life, you actually forget to have that role of yourself, where you can just be yourself and connect with others. So this business has been amazing for that for me, to be able to connect, even if it is the 5 minutes across the internet. It's sometimes the only adult conversation you can get in a day. So yeah, absolutely, it's been an amazing roller coaster for me. I'm looking forward to the future within our business, and growing with other young mums that I've got alongside me as well. So yeah, thanks for having me.
Awesome, Nat. Thank you so much for sharing with Kobe in your arms. You're a massive inspiration. And thank you to everyone who shared tonight and stepped up and presented, and you did an awesome job. So yeah, I guess just to end it really with my story is that, I have been involved now for over 2 years with Juice Plus, and it's, been nothing short of life-changing. When I first saw Juice Plus, I was working full-time in a corporate job, trying to juggle 2 small children between school drop-off, daycare drop-off, who was picking them up, who was taking them somewhere. And it felt like I was a constant rostering Nazi, really. I didn't feel like a mum, and I wasn't enjoying any of it. I knew I needed to provide an income for the family because, we definitely had, standards that we wanted to have for ourselves and our boys and, the way we wanted to live. But I was not enjoying the day-to-day activity of trying to do that juggle. So I sort of got to a situation where I was actually going to start to cut back on the things that I loved, so that I could fit more work in, but it was just making me even more unhappy. And my personal trainer who shared this with me basically said to me, what if Juice Plus could help you free up your time and maybe you could work part-time? And honestly, I never thought it was possible. When I first saw this, I thought, how am I going to do a part-time business? Like, how would I even fit that in? But I'm so glad I said what if, because I was at breaking point and I was unhappy. And the minute that I stepped into sharing this opportunity and sharing this amazing product and program with people, I stepped into a whole aspect of my life that was now about helping people and inspiration and positivity and health. And it really connected me to something that I knew that I was deeply passionate about. I lost my dad at the age of 24 to cancer, and he never got to meet my children. And it was something that really honestly always fueled me to live a healthy life. It's why Juice Plus definitely made sense to me the first time I saw it, because I am massive on prevention rather than cure. I've seen someone die due to cancer. I've seen other friends die and be diagnosed with cancer. So it's touched me personally to the point where I don't want to be the parent that my children miss when they have children or special moments in their life. So I want to share this with as many people as I can so that they can live a long and healthy life, and they can also enjoy their life. But they can get their time back to do what they love with who they love and when they want to do it. So that's really what inspires me in my Juice Plus business. And honestly, everyone who's a part of our amazing community is in some way profoundly passionate about health and lifestyle, but also about helping people. So if any of this resonates with you, please reach out to the person that invited you or that has shared it with you, because I know, and like everyone else on here, we had questions. We definitely didn't dive straight in the first time we saw it. We needed to find out more, and we can help answer your questions. We're not here to convince anyone, but if there's something in the back of your mind that thinks, what if this could be for me, which is, basically the question I asked myself, then definitely look into it a bit more, ask the questions, and, we're here to help you. So thank you for jumping on board. Thanks for all joining us tonight, and hopefully see you all again soon.